Hey there, it's Trisha with Easy Emini Trade, and I'm going to go over the Three Amigos setup on the NQ today, that set up today on Tuesday, January 31st. I'll do a few more of these videos so everyone kind of gets the idea of how they work, and I hope that they help. And I'm doing one today because I got a lot of emails saying that they were very helpful in showing people how to take them. So I do hope that you find them helpful. So I'm going to do the NQ. That's mainly what we focus on in the room. I like the Russell as well for the setup, and as I mentioned, we're testing the YM. It seems to be working out pretty well. This is the fourth week of testing it real time, so it's looking promising, as I mentioned yesterday. ES, fine as well. Again, just your preference on what you like to trade. If you're first going to start trading it, make sure whatever you're going to trade, not just the ES, but whatever you're going to trade, just test it and you'll see how it behaves. Like the 6E does not work well with this right now at all. You get many false signals that go nowhere, so definitely spend some time testing whatever it is you're going to trade. So we had at 9:45 we had Chicago PMI. It was a little whippy this morning right off the open. And so my personal trading plan is that I don't trade around news 15 minutes before news. So with the Chicago PMI coming out at 9:45, I would not be looking to do anything right off the open. And then we have news at 10. So realistically for me, I won't be doing anything until after 10. So in spite of that, I'm more than happy in the room to point out anything that sets up, and everyone can decide on their own what they're going to do. So you get actually a kaboom, a MACD setup here. And you would just be paying attention to this area here to your left as your support area. For the Three Amigos, you get a setup here at 940, almost 943, and it doesn't trigger. And this is, of course, assuming you're going to trade around the news. I'm not interested, just for the sheer fact that if my stop gets hit, I don't want to have major slippage in getting out. So that's my personal choice. Then we have news at 10. Nothing really going on here. We're just going sideways. Then 10:06, we actually get a Three Amigos setup here, and I'm not going to go over the MACD setups. I'm just going to go over the Three Amigos. So we get one right here at 10:06, and we're able to get our 2 points out of it, and it holds at the close from yesterday. So it still works out fine. We get our first target. Here at 10:25, I try to take a buy using the Three Amigos into the 50% area. Now, I would never ignore the 50% area if I was trading the kaboom setup or a pullback setup, but until I trade this a little while longer, I really don't know what to expect in those areas. And looking back for the month that I've been live with it, there really hasn't been any issues, so that's the breaks. If I see that over a period of time, that every time I get to the 50% when I get the Three Amigos setting up, then I'm going to obviously pay attention to the 50% area. So time will tell. So I forgot to point out 942, here's where it sets up. And you can't really tell here after the fact, but that lower one was green at the time. So what we're looking for is all red going to all green, and they don't have to turn green all at the same time, as long as they're coming from all red. Okay, so here's the one at 942. Here's the one at 10:06. We go from all red to all green, and as I've mentioned many times, you really have to be looking at it real time in order to see that it turns, because the lower one can tend to backfill in color. Okay, so that's this one here at 10:06. Here is this one right here at 10:25 that failed, was a stop out. Then we get one at 10:36, all red. They all go to green. And here's the entry right here. And obviously you can see that that one worked out really well. So we were able to get a runner on that, and you could have managed it many different ways. I won't go into that. You could have trailed using the 30 weighted, however you decide. If you decide runners are right for you, many arguments in the trading world, whether runners are worth it or not, just getting in all in and out, totally up to you. So we're not going to debate that fact. It's totally up to you, the individual. Here at just after 11:10, we get a setup, and it's right here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it's right here. And we get a tick extreme on that. I don't know if you watch the tick, and I won't go much into detail about that, but for me, when I'm trading, I have my tick up, and if I get an extreme, I have an alert set for my extreme. So if I was sitting there with my finger on the trigger, for example, and I get an extreme before I'm into, before my order is taken, then I just go ahead and I cancel my order, or I don't take the trade until the tick retraces, and then if it's still a valid setup, I'll take it. And the concern is after the tick extreme, then it will retrace, and then the concern is if price retraces, can your stop hold? So again, that'll be a personal choice as well. So on a tick extreme, if I'm not, if my order is not already triggered, then I cancel. So it still worked out just fine. So again, up to the individual. Then let's see what we've got here. We had 12:31 from what I'm told, and keep in mind we break in the room from 11:30 to 1:30. So this I'm going off of looking at it after the fact, and you had a setup here. So if you're trading during the break, it worked out just fine. I don't trade during the break. And then in the afternoon we had light volume. So I'm not interested in taking anything on light volume, whether it works or not. And sorry about that. That's my puppy squeaking his toy, so I'm sorry. If you did want to trade in the afternoon on the light volume, again, personal choice. You get the Three Amigos setting up here at 149, and it would have triggered, and the best that you could have gotten out of that is a point. If this were something that I had taken, what I would have done is after sitting there going sideways forever, I would have been happy to get out at my entry or a tick better than my entry. I wouldn't have sat in it for 20 minutes waiting for it to work out. But that's just me. And again, up to you about light volume. Here we get another Three Amigos set up, and it never triggers, meaning you'd be getting in above this bar. At least how I get in would be a tick above this bar, and it would have never triggered. So there would be nothing for me to do there. And that's pretty much it. So nice to see we had a lot more volume in the market this morning. I'm very happy about that. So I hope that that continues. And if you have any questions, you can shoot me an email, and I hope that helps. So have a great night.